Hello and welcome to the Pitchside Studio. Lots to talk about, and as we discussed at the start of the play, that both the teams, or maybe all the three teams, be looking for that best combination before the start of the ICC Champions Trophy. But we thoroughly enjoyed, especially the batters out there, a pitch that offered lots and lots of runs, and it was an entertainment, absolute entertainment. One man who basically, I would say, was man of the moment with that catch, of course, a wicket and 106 not out, got him here in the studio along with Sanamir. Glenn, thank you very much firstly for joining us. Just to take you at the start of your innings, I mean, just going to break it down. I'm pretty sure you already know it. 40 balls, 28 runs. Next 34 balls, 78 runs. Just run us through this. Did you have a total in mind when you walked in at 6?
I think when you lose two quick ones, I think your total outlook gets reduced quite massively. Kane obviously had a little bit of a struggle start, and I think the way that we thought the pitch was going to play, and obviously the way the Pakistan bowlers bowled, we thought it was maybe around that 250, 260 mark. But then, you know, the guys found some fluency. Daryl batted really well, and, you know, Kane found his touch, and Dad's beast at the end finished it really nicely, and we got a bit of momentum. So I think we aimed for that 260, 270, and then just the rest was icing on the cake.
Tell us a bit more. I mean, is it the first outing for the players out here because you've just arrived? Williamson, Mitchell and yourself took your time, and then after that everything was no looking back. So is it more about the surface, or is it just the first outing?
I think it's obviously surfaces that aren't necessarily known to us. We've come from some fast bouncy surfaces back home, you know, Eden Park, Hagley. So for us to be able to come here, it's always a big adjustment. We had some really good training surfaces where some of the balls kept quite low, which I think was great practice coming into today. And I think the way the new ball behaved while the sun was out definitely had that element of staying low every now and again. So I think for us, it was more about situational awareness as opposed to taking our time to get used to it. And we talk about setting up a game plan, and I guess the way the boys went about it at the start, that allowed us to do our thing at the end.
Sana, when you look at his innings, and New Zealand scored 84 in the last 5 overs, I mean, that probably was the difference between the two sides. Where do you place this knock? I mean, you've seen quite a few here at Gaddafi Stadium. And actually, I'm going to show you the way he went about, so that will be easier for you with the shot and the stroke play.
I think absolutely it was very entertaining. We all really enjoyed the way he played, and the best part is when you get the team to a total where you kind of take the opposition out of the equation in a way, because Pakistan had to play really good cricket throughout the 50 overs. It could not have been just 10 overs. The foundation was, as Glenn mentioned, the foundation was set by Kane Williamson and Daryl Mitchell. That was there. But in the middle, when you're losing wickets, you are able to convert your shots into the big, massive boundaries, and then innovations. I think reading the bowler, making him bowl the different lengths, I think that was amazing. 7 sixes, it's not an easy feat. I think the acceleration of the innings was splendid, and the way he was able to maneuver the length of the bowlers, I think that was very incredible.
Glenn, these are your knocks in ODIs, of course. The performance this evening tops right there. Where do you put this in terms of the context of the game and, of course, your career? First 100 for you in ODI.
Yeah, ODI cricket's been something that I've loved since I was young, and it's always been my favourite format personally. And so to be able to reach that feat, I think for me is a really special moment. You know, there was a stage where I didn't think it was going to come. The T20 ones that came, they sort of came out of nowhere, which was quite cool. But you know, I've had my opportunities, and I've obviously thrown a few of them away. So it was nice to be able to actually get over that line today.
A great zone to be in as a player just before the start of a big tournament, getting a big 100, and of course the team also gets that extra push.
Yeah, the process is feeling really good, and we try to keep that sort of focus as our team in general. So we try to stay process driven no matter what, whether the pitchers are playing well, whether they're playing badly, and that way we can keep ourselves level and I guess keep that situational awareness side of things going. So yeah, I guess going into the Champions Trophy, having a good hit out on a really, really good pitch, and then we may get trickier pitches in some of the other cities. So it's a really good start for us.
And one question, when you're setting a target in conditions which might not be familiar to you, was there a game plan to target a particular bowler, or it was more of acceleration when you had wickets in hand?
I think there are certain elements, like when Beast took down the left arm spinner at one stage, and obviously Salman Aga for me at the other end. I think that was really our only specific plan to target someone per se, and then after that it came down to wickets in hand, overs left, and both guys trying to hit it as far as we possibly could.
Well, Glenn, thank you for joining us. Thoroughly enjoyed your knock. Thanks for the entertainment and wish you best of luck for the remaining games.
Thank you very much.
All right, time for us to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Vernon Philander. Sana stays with us.